So first thing, we're going to go through like a basic, fundamental Jujitsu warm-up. Okay, so first thing, everybody laying on your back, and we're going to do some egg beating. So circle the legs, lift those hips up, try and get it going side to side. Very nice. Good, hips up nice and high off the ground. Get that rounded position. I love watching people's feet when we do egg beating, it's brilliant. Switch direction. I'm pretty sure that Fraser's just doing flutter kicks.
I can only see one of Carrie's legs.
I can just see one of Carrie's feet. Okay guys, I want you to take one foot and you're just going to open and close that leg, a bit like a gate. Yeah. Try not to kick the person next to you.
That spider is
Serious.
getting bigger.
Nice. Now with the same leg, just bring it straight, like kind of coming over your head.
Ugh. Just working this morning.
Try not to break a lamp. And same thing, we're going to open and close the other leg. And the leg straight, lifting it up. Nice. Ooh. Good. Okay, from here, I want you to bring arms out. You're going to bring one leg over, try and like touch your hand. And you're just going to keep alternating side to side. Again, don't kick the person next to you. If you don't have a lot of space, you can just roll your hips, roll your knees. If your partner's intentionally trying to kick them or kick you, you can just kick them back. Nice. Good, okay, roll over onto your front. We're going to do some scorpions, so you're going to roll.
Honey, you don't have to yell. They're muted, you're not.
And I'm just going to reach out and touch my hand every time. This is my normal talking volume.
It's not. Every time we get on Zoom, Tom starts to yell for some reason.
Nice. Okay, come up from there. Go into like a low squat position. So just here, super low down, feet flat on the floor, and just kind of hang out here. Okay, just for a few seconds.
Have you noticed Nugget started to do this?
Yeah. So our baby has like a perfect knee slide position and also a perfect low squat position.
Yeah. And she gets down and she's like picking stuff up off the ground like this.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna do like a Cossack stretch. So we're gonna come over one leg. I'm gonna turn, or Chelsea, do you want to turn sideways? No. I'll turn sideways then. We're gonna bring our leg over here. I want you guys to bring your foot towards the floor. Bring it all the way over and then turn the foot at the end. Okay, so we're rotating from one side to the other. Just nice and gentle. If you can keep your supporting foot flat, it's good. It's not 100% essential. Try and stay as low as you can as you pass the middle. And just go side to side. Nice. Cool. Okay, next one. I want you guys to go into like a very, very tight bear crawl. Okay, so your elbows are almost touching your knees here. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate our hips towards the ground and then come back up to center and rotate towards the other side. Good. Try to stay super tight. Nice. Nice. Good. Perfect, guys. Okay, come back in and watch up. Okay, so we're going to start off working the same drill that we did the other day. Okay, we'll talk about it if you don't have a training partner, but we'll start basically if we have a training partner. So I'm going to be in this low squat position, like our low passing position. I spent a lot of time talking about this. It's a really good position to start in. From here, I'm going to go hand to the hip, hand to the knee, and run around towards the side. Here my partner should frame against me to stop me closing the space. And I'm going to cut back into our knee slide, okay? Remember when I have our knee slide, both of my knees are pointing forwards, okay, and my chest is up in this position. Then I'm going to come back out, and I do the same thing, go to the other side. So I'm here, low squat, hand to the hip, hand to the knee, run to the side, okay? Should still be in a bear crawl. From here, my leg's going to lift up, and I go into this low squat position, okay? If you don't have a trained partner, you can work exactly the same thing with a dummy. All right, so I'm going to be here, low squat position. I go hand to the hip, or a pillow if you have a pillow, Fraser. I go hand to the hip, hand to the knee, run around to the side, and then I just bring my leg back towards center. Okay, guys? So you can choose either variation. What I want you guys to do is you're going to go for a minute one person, and then a minute the other person.
You want to see if there's questions?
Is there any questions?
No, we're good.
Okay, perfect. We're going to set up the timer, and we'll go. Okay, I'm going to do it free, solo. So if you have any questions... Sorry?
You want me to do it?
On this? No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Okay, ready, guys? So get nice and low. Chelsea's going to work the timer and do some corrections.
How long do you want to go for?
1 minute one person, 1 minute the other person.
Okay.
Just keep it going. Okay, ready, and go. Try and get a good number of reps
Go
out.
into the knee slide, friend. There you go.
Person on bottom, just stay in quite a tight little ball. Fraser, you're going to get to do this for 2 minutes anyway, so that'll be nice and fun for you. Just try and imagine the position that you're working with your dummy. Good bear crawl, good flat back position.
Make sure you're in a good bear crawl, not with your butt up too high.
Yeah, so I don't want to be like this. This is no good. I got to bend those knees, keep my back flat. Cut back to position.
Switch.
Nice. Good. Keep it going, Fraser. Try and get a good number of reps.
Here, I'll switch with you.
Chelsea's going to go. I'm going to go and watch the screen.
Okay, you have to hit start.
Okay, ready? Go. Off you go, Chris. Chris, better bear crawl for me, okay? Good posture. No butt up in the air. Be careful of walls. Nice. Fraser, go 90 degrees around to the side and then cut to your knee slide from there. Yeah, much better. Kerry, can we point the camera down a little bit?
Harry just really wants to show off our ceiling.
Elaine, that's great. Who's that in the middle?
Did you start?
Yeah.
That's Fran.
About 15 seconds more, guys.
That's Fran and Teddy.
Nice, man. The ladies are killing it. Time, guys. Cool. Come back in.
They're not lazy.
Okay. We're going to go through the next part of the technique, okay? We're going to look at the long step, okay? We put up the video earlier this week, but we're going to go through
Why are you doing this? You've never used this pass. Ever.
Chelsea's going to do it. So, I want you guys to start exactly the same way. We go hip
This
and
is gonna
knee.
be a bad angle.
We go hip and knee to Riando. I frame. She cuts, knee across. Okay? And then I'm going to let Chelsea talk about this.
Okay, so from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross face him and kind of hug around his shoulder. I'm reaching for this far lat over here, and at the same time I'm gonna flip my hip over as far away as I can over there. Okay? I just have this hand still on the hip. We can switch it to the ankle grip, and usually in training I would, but for now we're just gonna use the hip. Now my foot swings out and I get up on my toes. Turn this way. So, we run around, step into our knee slide. This hand is going to hit him across the face here, and I'm going to bring my hip as far away as I can. Once my hip is coming towards the ground, I whip my foot away and I get up on my toes. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, you should finish in like a downward position. For the person on bottom, you should feel the pressure in the side of your neck. Like their shoulder will be driving in towards them. Okay, so that's kind of one of the things that if you're working with a partner, you want to be able to feel when you're doing this. Alright guys, so I'm not going to give you any more instructions right now. Oh, the other thing is the person on the bottom, make sure that you pick your head up off the ground so it's easy for them to get that arm in. It should be off the ground anyway, but you just don't want to get punched in the face all the time. Okay guys, so try to work through it. For Fraser, we're going to do a slightly different variation, but we're still going to work the same movement, okay? So I can come underneath the head, so we're going to do exactly the same stuff. I come around the side till I get here.
Get out of the way.
But instead, what I want you to do is you're going to make this collar grip. Okay, so rather than trying to go under the head, just grab the collar or place your hand, and then everything else is the same here, and I get up onto my toes, putting the pressure down. Okay, Fraser? That's the only difference. Same with anybody else working. Okay, ready guys? Any questions?
Any questions? No. Everybody good?
Cool, we're going to go for a minute again, and then we'll work it from there. Okay, ready?
Go.
Go!
I did not set the clock. Dean, we can't really see you. You're off camera, just so you know. No, I'm listening. I can mute them.
That's fine.
Let's go, Adam. Times. Switch.
Keep going, Fraser. You got this.
We gotta get out of the way. You don't even have to set a timer.
Off you go. Nice. And then come up to like your tippy toes, Tom's partner. That's it. Nice. Okay, we've got a little bit of hip turning.
Yeah.
And over rotating of the hips as well.
I mean up to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. "20 seconds, guys. Keep it going." Yogi. Time, guys. Cool. Come back in. Let me unmute everybody from there. Nice. So, a couple of things that we're going to talk
We
about.
want to ask this question before?
No, we'll go through it first. So, a few common things that we kind of saw. First one. You guys are getting into the position great, but
We're hugging on the head.
when I turn my hip, I'm trying to go like up and I'm trying to go towards or like diagonally over the shoulder when I do this. Okay, what I'm not doing is I'm not trying to turn my hips underneath. Okay, so I saw a couple of people do that. I want to like pull myself away in a diagonal line. Okay, so when I hug the head, you'll see that my body's transferring up. I'm whipping it out. I'm not turning my chest towards the ceiling because I'll lose position. I keep my chest down, move your head, and then I'm going to come up into like a low bear crawl position, dropping my shoulder in towards the head. Does that make sense, guys? Like I saw people, this is always going to get me knocked off balance. And if I turn too close to the hip as well, which, who did I see do that? Elaine, I think I saw you doing it. Does that make sense, guys? Does anybody have any questions? Tom.
Why are we going all the way to 90 degrees before a knee cut? It feels weird going in with that.
So, we talked about this last week. It's when Chelsea enters here, she's forcing me to defend and frame against her here. So now she gets into a really strong knee cut where I don't have the reverse de la Riva, I don't have the arm or like my foot to block. Okay, so it's like I'm defending this initial attack here, I'm framing, and then she's cutting through and she can get super deep. Does that make sense, Tom?
Yeah, thanks.
So it's like if we make it analogous to like boxing, it's like I'm throwing a jab by trying that toreando, and then the cross is coming in with the stepping into the knee slide, and I'm throwing a hook with the long step. All right? That makes sense, guys? Cool. So work on those two ideas, not over rotating, and then making sure that you're going like far away to get to the position. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. We'll do a minute top, minute bottom. What time is it, Josh?
48.
Okay.
Ready? And go. Dean, make sure your knees pointed towards the ground, not up at the ceiling. Yeah, there you go. Got some high kicking too.
This is where the magic happens, right? And I hit the wall.
Time.
Nice. Switch around to the other person, guys. Fraser, you get to go again.
You're in the way.
You go again, Fraser. Go.
In the way.
Remember, Tom's partner, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Go high up. Right up high diagonally, okay? So your knee is going to go forwards. You watch Chelsea when she does it. If you look at her left leg now, it's going to go really far up high, okay? Don't be afraid to kneel on his face. It's fine.
Your knee shouldn't be anywhere near the face.
Good. Watch those hips, Fraser. Don't turn them too much up to the ceiling, okay? Time, guys. Nice. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, guys. I need that, Chelsea. I'm going to restuff them. Okay, any questions, guys? You want to unmute everybody?
Yes. Just a second, guys. Okay.
Any questions, guys?
When you go round, what are you doing with your other hand?
Stays on the hip or on the ankle.
And the other one stays like on the collar or around the neck.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Any other questions, guys? Okay, so we're going to go to the next position. Kind of, you're halfway through a pass when you do the long step. All right, so we're going to connect it to our knee on belly position again. All right, so I'm here. I run around towards the side. I get nice and low. I cut in. Okay, I go again. Remember, my knees coming forwards. I'm going over the shoulder. I come up to this tripod. From here, all I'm going to do is pull myself back around into the knee on belly. I don't really switch my grips. I don't do anything else. And then I can start to stabilize. If you want to be really mean, you can like pull up into that position. Okay, so turn this way to me. So we're here. I get nice and low. I go hand in the hip, hand in the knee. Okay, I cut to my knee slide position here. I'm going to go around the head. And again, if my knee's going to go forwards, big step up to my tiptoes, and I just step back in towards our knee on belly position, okay? And then I can stabilize, and I might have to connect it from there. Does that make sense to everybody? Any questions? This should be relatively easy to do as a solo drill as well. Again, we'll go a minute top and a minute bottom. I'm going first. Ready?
Go.
Go.
Keep your belly turned down. Who is that? Oh, it's Tom. Keep your belly turned down, Tom. And time.
Nice. Switch it over. Fraser, keep going. You got this, Fraser. Ready? Go. Now kneel on his ribs. Yes. Don't break her, Freddie. She's your only training partner right now.
It's Teddy, not
Teddy,
Freddie.
sorry. Nice. Good. Elaine, keep a bigger bend in your knees. Okay? So be here. When you're tripoding, bend so you can push off, not a press up. Okay?
Did you set one?
Time, guys. Come back in. Any questions, guys? That all looked pretty good, in all honesty. It wasn't too bad. We talked about this when we put up the videos the other day. That's probably the finish that I use the least of all of them. The most common way that we finish is by jumping to the other side. Okay, so we'll come into our position here. Okay, we'll be framing. She'll long step and pull the legs, and then jump towards the other side from there. It's a very nice entry to like start connecting and start working together. Okay, that's the most common one that we do and we utilize. It's just a little bit trickier to work sometimes, to work without a partner. Make sense? So that's our real common way of dealing with it. We can do it without a partner. In fact, let's go over it now. So if Chelsea's going to go, this time we want you to, you can do it with the hip, is fine. So you can go hand on the hip, hand on the knee. You can do the long step exactly the same. Actually, let's spin this way. We do our long step exactly the same, but now as the person on bottom, I'm going to pull my knees towards her. And then from there, she's just going to jump to the other side. Okay, and she ends up in a really strong leg drag position. I know. Okay, so one more time. This way, I think. So she's jumping in, I'm framing. She cuts to the knee slide, long steps, my knees come towards her, and she goes to the other side. Any questions, guys? Tom?
Yeah. What's the benefit of risking and going back past the legs again?
It's actually not that much
It's not
of a
risky
risk
at
because
all.
the legs are smashed together and your windshield wipering over the top. So the problem, if Chelsea just long steps over to here, go long step with me, like all of my defense is still facing towards her, right? My knees, my elbows, all of those things are here. And I can start framing away, bringing my legs back inside. If she long steps and recognizes that I'm bringing those legs, she can drag my leg through with this really strong grip, okay, and prevent me ever having the opportunity to defend. Does that make sense, Tom? So learning to transition from one side of the body to the other when you're passing becomes a very valuable skill because they can't defend both sides. I can only defend the way she is, which opens up the opposite side, makes my passing a lot easier. Okay? Cool. Any other questions, guys?
Tom, when are you transferring that grip to the trouser leg?
So it's, you can start with
Yeah.
it, or
It doesn't really matter. So you can even do the same pass with just the grip on the hip, but here is where I'd switch it.
yeah, the
Once
other
it's
option,
stepped in.
if you do go to the hip, she cuts the corner, and my knees, we need to go this way. So we're here, and my knees start coming towards her. She's gonna go from the hip, and literally just make like a Y grip on top of my leg. Can you see that? And then from there, she can just use that.
It's hard to do that without any momentum. Get out of here. Go
Same
on.
like jumping movement over the top, or the windshield wiper movement over the top as well. Like if you're really worried, just lay on the ground. If you're really worried, spin around the other way.
Which way?
Head, feet towards the camera. So if you're really worried about getting caught out, you go here, you pin, and you cover with your shin over the top of the legs. Now there's no half guard, there's nowhere for her to go, and I can switch my feet afterwards. This is the same movement that we utilize when we're in knee on belly over here, with bringing our feet around this direction. So when we connect it to the long step, if I'm using this hand on the hip, I pull, okay, I long step out, she's moving, I grip the knee, and then I pin and cover with my shin over the top. And then from there I can switch to the other side and lock everything back in. Make sense, Dean? Cool. If you don't have a training partner, actually makes very little difference. You're just going to pull on the side of whatever you're doing. So when I make my long step, I go over here, okay, and then I'm going to pull this to me, and then I can just literally just step the shin across, switch to the opposite side, and be back in position again. Because it's just trying to replicate the leg movement more than anything else. Make sense, Fraser? Cool. Okay, guys, so let's go for a minute, and then we're going to finish up with something special. So a minute each, guys.
Ready? Ready, and go.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Let's go, sunshine.
I was sorting out the
Skipped your workout this morning. Look at you. You're gonna be doughy.
I forgot what I was doing.
And time, switch.
Okay, ready? Keep going, Fraser. Go. Watch those hips going to the ceiling. There. Stop that, Fraser.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, keep your chest facing to the ground. That's much better. "30 seconds, guys." No arguing, Chris and Adam. Nice. Remember, end up, toes on the mat. Time. Nice job, guys.
No, it's the wrong one. Unmute.
Nice. Good job, guys. Any questions? No? Good. Okay, guys, so we don't have any questions. We're going to finish up. Maybe we'll stay on the stream afterwards a little bit. We're going to finish up with a quick workout. These are going to be 30 seconds. So we do 30 seconds? 30 seconds a person. Except for you, Fraser. You get to do them for a minute. Fun times.
So do you.
I get to do them for a minute as well, apparently, which is also great.
It's because you skipped out on the workout.
Because
this morning.
apparently I skipped out on the workout. So, the first one. No, actually, everybody can go together,
Yeah.
and we're all going to do them for a minute. So that's nice. Including you, Lily. I'm watching you, Lily. Okay, so we did a couple of these the other day. So first one, we're just going to be in our position, and we're going to turn the corner and then come back up. So we're just dropping into that knee, the Toriando position. That's number one. Number two, you're going to be in this squat position. You're going to jump from side to side, getting into that knee on belly position. We did that the other day as well. Number three, we're going to make a long step movement. So you're going to start on all fours. You're going to step your leg on the same side. You're going to reach, bring your knee over, pull your leg underneath. Then you go back the other direction. So my leg comes out to the side. Imagine I'm grabbing the head. I turn my hip and I come back out. Okay, guys? Make sense? Let's just have a quick trial practice run of all of those. So everybody's standing up. Go nice and relaxed and loose. Just try and keep up with me. Get into a low squat position. So we're already going to work the legs. Okay, ready? And go. Toriandos. One side. Come back up. How's it looking? Pretty good. Nice. Okay, let's switch it to our knee slide switches. Jumping in. Good posture every time. Jumping out. Nice. Keep it going, Tom, if you can. Nice. Good job. Okay, now long step movements. Dropping down, coming up. Step back out. Coming out.
You're being a bad example.
Huh?
Don't high kick. Being a bad example.
How are they looking?
They're doing that thing where they're turning the hip up because you're doing it.
Nice. Okay, time, guys. Good. So that was like a little bit of a trial run.
Ready?
Now we're going to go full speed. 1 minute each exercise. So standing up. Chelsea's going to do the timing.
And
Ready? Go.
You like to say some encouraging words.
You're doing great, guys. Keep it going. I'm disappointed Jazz isn't on the stream today.
Yeah. Seconds.
Try and keep good posture.
Get that butt
Every
down,
time.
Tom.
Good bear crawl positions.
You too, Carrie. Get your butt down.
Quads are still burning.
And switch.
Okay, knee on belly, knee slide switch. Oh, for a minute?
Yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea?
You.
Are we going?
Yes.
We're going. Keep it going.
Let's go, Adam.
Work that leg strength. I'm watching you, Lily.
There's gonna have to be some butt kicking when we get back.
Yeah. Remember, classes are going to start again. When they do, you want to be ready.
Because we've been training.
Yeah. Oh.
And time.
Long step movement. Ready, go.
Go. Teddy's just rolling around on the ground.
Teddy, stop rolling around
Teddy,
on the
why are
ground.
you just rolling around on the ground? You just doing shoulder rolls.
We're remembering this, Teddy. Come on, guys, keep it
I
going.
think they've been pre-gaming the workout.
Have they? Keep it going, guys.
And now Fran's dying laughing.
No dying, friend.
And time.
Oh. Good. Is everybody warm? Yeah?
face for this. I just found out. After she kicked me in the face in the first one, I was like, yeah, I struggled.
How did she kick you in the head?
It's a family
trying to
thing.
do those long step movements.
Just so you know, we don't accept any responsibility for injuries on live streams. Okay, guys. So, anybody got any questions?